Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and today we're going to go over the Father's Day program, and we're just going to do a quick reference to the Father's Day Conquest map. It is Father's Day today, and SDS decided to come out with the program and the Conquest maps that they come out every year for Father's Day. So we are going to do a quick overview of the two. And they actually do give you 40 program stars towards the 4th inning program. And I'll show you guys where you hand in the necessary cards to get those 40 points. 15 of the points comes from the Conquest map. To start real quick, we'll show you where the Conquest map is and what to do for it. And you kind of just have to play through the Conquest map. There's a bunch of hidden rewards in there. I think it ends up being around 11 standard packs. A Balling is a Habit pack. There's a couple Headliner packs in there, I think from Headliner 1 and Headliner 3. As well as a few other specialty packs that are in there. So it's definitely worth doing the Conquest, plus you get the 15 program stars. Hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment below what you think about all the content they release for Father's Day, as well as hit that notification bell. That way you know whenever I'm uploading videos. Let's get into where this Conquest map is at, and then we'll get into the Father's Day program and go over each of the rewards, as well as we'll do a quick review of the Ken Griffey Sr. card and the Cavan Biggio Player of the Month card that you get from doing the Father's Day program. So the Conquest map is in the play screen here. You go to Conquest. You enter into the Conquest screen. You see this map here. That's the Father's Day Conquest Challenge. It says World's Best Dad. The goals are essentially this wrapped up is you have to steal 4 fans at some point in time while you're doing this, and then just complete the entire Conquest map and conquer all of the territories, and you'll get the other 6 goals. Once you do that, you'll get your 15 program stars. Now that I've showed you where the Conquest map was, and what you need to do for that, let's go over how you're going to complete this Happy Father's Day program. And pretty much all you have to do is complete all of the moments. So I'll go over each moment and explain them, because these moments are a little bit confusing because you have to do them with a father-son tandem. So I'm going to go to the moment screen. I'm going to explain each moment to you and exactly what you have to do for it so you guys understand, and then we'll go over the rewards. Just so everyone knows how to get to the moments, you have to go into the moment screen and into this 4th inning program, because they're actually under the 4th inning program for the moments. And then you're going to hit the Father's Day tab here. And then for each of these, I believe there's 8 moments you have to complete. And they range from difficulty of All-Star or Veteran. So they're not too bad when it comes to the difficulty. However, I'll explain each one very quickly and what they are. Alright, for this first moment here, you start out as Tony Gwynn Sr., the Hall of Fame hitter that batted like .330 in his career. You have to get a base hit with him. And then it exits you out of that game. You have to go into another game as Tony Gwynn Jr. and play as him and get a base hit. This is probably one of the hardest challenges because you only have 1 at bat with each player. Some of the other moments you actually get to bat more than once with the father. So that one's pretty hard, but Tony Gwynn is a very good hitter, and then Tony Gwynn Jr. actually got an infield single with him because he's just super fast like his dad was when he was younger. The next moment, you have to get 2 extra base hits with Bo Bichette and Dante Bichette. So at Bo Bichette, you normally get maybe 1 at bat, 2 at bats, and he's playing for the Blue Jays. With Dante Bichette, it starts in the 1st inning. When I completed this, I actually didn't get any hits with Bo Bichette. I got both of my extra base hits with Dante Bichette, and he's facing a lefty, and his left-handed power and contact is like 100 plus, so it's a pretty easy mission. I think he hit 2 home runs with Dante Bichette. It's only on Veteran. The next moment is Vlad Guerrero and Vlad Guerrero Jr. have to tally 2 hits. I believe you get 1 at bat with Vlad Jr. And then with his dad, I believe it starts in the 1st inning again. If not, you have to get hit with Vlad Guerrero. The longest thing that takes about this mission is going in and out of the games. So really, it's not too bad. You just have to tally 2 hits like the first moment. The next moment is based off of when Craig Biggio hit for the cycle and his son Cavan hit for the cycle. They did it about 17 years apart from each other. You only have to tally 10 total base hits. It starts in the 1st inning for both of the hitters. I actually got 9 total base hits with Cavan because you start off with the son in this one. And then Craig Biggio's the second game. I only get a 1 total base. It's really not that hard. Both of these guys have enough power to hit home runs, especially because you're facing right-handed pitching for Cavan Biggio, who has a nice split against righties. This moment here is probably the most confusing moment out of all of the moments, because you have to pitch with Derek Rodriguez against his dad, Ivan Rodriguez, and get him out. And then it comes into another game where you have to hit with Ivan Rodriguez against Derek Rodriguez and get on base, whether you walk or hit or whatever. It's just confusing because the wording's weird. It's also glitchy. When I got the put out against Pudge, it actually didn't record right away, but as soon as I got a hit with him, it recorded as successful. So just so you guys know, this mission can be a little glitchy. I did it twice because the first time I didn't get a hit with Pudge, and it still didn't record the put out either time. So it is a little glitchy, just so you guys know, so don't worry about that. If it doesn't record the put out, just play the game with Pudge and hopefully it records for you guys. This moment is typically what Father's Day is all about when it comes to SDS, because as you guys know, Ken Griffey Jr. has been on the cover in 2017 at MLB The Show. So he's definitely a guy that's involved in the video game itself. And this is one of the most popular father-son duos because they actually played together. For the moment, you have to tally 4 hits and 2 extra base hits with Ken Griffey Sr. and Ken Griffey Jr. You play a game to start with Ken Griffey Sr., and then you get to play a game with Ken Griffey Jr. You get to play the whole game. I don't think it took me all of the game. I didn't get any extra base hits with Ken Griffey Sr. I did get it with Ken Griffey Jr. And you get to play with the Prime 93 overall card for Ken Griffey Sr. and the 95 World Series reward for Ken Griffey. So you get to play pretty good cards with this moment. Not too bad. This moment is you have to play with the father-son duos that you've done all the moments with against the bosses and their henchmen from the inning programs 1 through 4. It's on all sorts of 3-inning game. The hardest thing about this moment is you have to pitch with Derek Rodriguez, who's a bronze, and the only bullpen relief they give you that's not common pitchers is Bedrosian and Ken Giles. So I would warm up Ken Giles and Bedrosian right away and get them in the 2nd and the 3rd inning, because Derek Rodriguez gets smashed, especially if we don't keep the ball low. This mission to me is probably one of the easiest missions because I have a pretty stacked Diamond Dynasty team. So you got to play your Diamond Dynasty team against the father-son duos in a 6-inning game. Really, you should just smash them, especially if you're pretty good at the game. It's only on all-star difficulty, and you get to face Derek Rodriguez the whole time pitching, and he's obviously a bronze, so he's not a great pitcher. So I don't think you guys have an issue with this. And these are the moments to unlock all of the rewards we're about to go over for the Father Day program. We've gone over all of the moments and how to complete them. It's going to give you the 50 program points. Each one of these rewards are at 5 program point intervals, just so you guys know. So this is 5, 10, 15, 20. So we can get that out of the way to start, since I've already redeemed them all. Because I wanted to do the moments because they seem to be a little wordy, and I just want to know exactly how they work so I could explain them to you guys. So when you get 5 program points, you're going to get a show pack 200 experience points. At 10 points, you're going to get 500 stubs. 15 points, another show pack, 300 XP. 20 points, you're going to get a Balling as a Habit pack. 25 points, you're going to get the exclusive Father's Day bat skin, 500 stubs. 30 points, you're going to get 3 show packs and 500 XP. 35 points, you're going to get a set 29 headliners that features the awards legend Mike Scott that we did the Chewie review for yesterday, and 1,000 stubs. At 40 program points, you're going to get this Cavan Biggio Player of the Month, 500 subs, and 1,000 XP. At 45 points, you're going to get a Ball as a Habit pack, 1,500 XP. At 50 points, you're going to unlock the featured player for the program, Ken Griffey Sr. when he played for the Reds, 93 overall Prime card with 2,000 stubs and 2,500 XP. Let me show you where you hand in the bat skin, Cavan Biggio, and Ken Griffey to get your 25 program stars, and then we'll come back and do a quick review of Cavan Biggio and the Ken Griffey card. So you want to go here to the 4th inning program tile, click on the tile. You want to go down to collections that's highlighted right now, and then there will be a spot to hand in the Father's Day bat skin, monthly award Cavan Biggio, and the Prime Ken Griffey Sr. This will give you 25 program stars. Pretty easy. You're just going to click into one of these, select them, collect them. Super easy. Get you those 25 program stars. Now that I showed you where to hand in the bat skin, Cavan Biggio, and Ken Griffey Sr., let's go and look at this Cavan Biggio real quick and see what he looks like. This is a Player of the Month Cavan Biggio from September 2019, which means he will not be part of the September Player of the Month program. I don't know if that's unfortunate or not. You're getting him for free right now, so it's pretty cool, I guess. He batted 300, had 4 home runs, 13 RBIs in that month. He became the second father-son duo to hit for a cycle on September 17th. I'm not sure that's originally what the card said when it came out last year, but it's still a cool fact. He's an 87 overall diamond, bats left-handed, throws right-handed, secondary base for his primary. He can also play first base, third base, left field, and right field. He has gold hitting, silver defense. Looking at his attributes, he has 94 contact versus righty, 79 contact versus lefty, 79 power versus righty, 67 power versus lefty, 46 vision, 118 discipline, 100 clutch. His fielding is 80 fielding, 55 arm strength, 85 arm accuracy with 73 reaction. 73 speed, 71 stealing, and 59 base run aggressiveness. So he has decent attributes for a lower end diamond card. He does have a pretty decent split against righties, as I mentioned when I was talking about his moments. Overall, he does have terrible vision. He's not a great fielder, so he's probably going to have to play second base because he doesn't have great arm strength, or he could play first base. Definitely don't want him at third base or the outfield, in my personal opinion. At this point in the game, you're probably not going to really use his card, other than if you're making like a Player of the Month themed team, or you need him for some sort of event that's coming on when it comes to Player of the Month cards. Or maybe AL East event, something like that. If it's not some sort of specific event, you're not going to use this Cavan Biggio for like ranked seasons anymore. So this card, if I had to give it a Chewie rating, probably a 1.5 Chewies. He's just not a good card. He has low vision, and you're really not going to use him except for select things here and there. Or if you're like a Blue Jays fan, I guess maybe you might use him. Either way, the card's not very good. 1.5 Chewies is what I give this card if I'm giving him a Chewie rating. Alright, so we did the review on Cavan Biggio. Let's pop in and see what this Ken Griffey Sr. card looks like. It's a 93 overall Prime Ken Griffey, right fielder for the Cincinnati Reds. His secondary positions are left field and center field. He bats left-handed, throws left-handed. He's diamond hitting, gold defense, and this card is based off his age 26 season. However, I think his prime was actually from 1975 to 1981, so he had a pretty big prime for his career. He batted over 300 all those seasons except for one. This card is based off of 1976, or at least that's the age on the card. So I'm going to give you the stat line from 1976 for Ken Griffey Sr. He batted .336. He had an on-base percentage of .401. He had a slugging of .450. His OPS was .851. He hit 6 home runs, had 74 RBIs, stole 34 bases, and he had a 4.6 WAR. He was an All-Star this season. He was an All-Star 3 times within his prime. He never won the MVP or any Silver Slugger award or anything like that. He did finish an MVP racing a few times in the top 10, though. Now that we've gone over the stat line for Ken Griffey Sr., let's get into the attributes for Ken Griffey now that we've gone over his stat line. He has 109 contact versus righty, 112 contact versus lefty, 60 power versus righty, 48 power versus lefty, 103 vision, 91 discipline, 115 clutch. His fielding attributes are 74 fielding, 79 arm strength, 81 arm accuracy, 75 reaction with 89 speed, 75 stealing, and 67 base run aggressiveness. This Ken Griffey would be a great guy for getting base hits. I think you should probably play him in left field over right field just because of his arm strength. However, I think he'll be more than sufficient in right field for his fielding. I think this Ken Griffey Sr. will do very well in the outfield for a lot of people. He's pretty fast. He has very good hitting. He's like a more powerful Tony Gwynn that you unlock for doing the NL West collections. He doesn't have the best arm strength, and he's not as good fielding as that Tony Gwynn is, but I do think that he's more than sufficient to play left field. You could probably put him in right field if you need. I keep him out of center field. I do think he's going to get you a lot of base hits. He has a very glitchy swing, and he's absolutely for free. I don't know if he's going to start in a lot of people's ranked seasons lineup, but he's definitely be great for a prime event or from some other events, even the one that's going on right now where you can bat only lefties for the Moonshot event. Being that he's absolutely free and has pretty good attributes, I'm going to give this Ken Griffey Sr. a 3.5 Chewies for what he is in the game right now. The free 99 definitely helps with his rating some, because if not, he'd probably be 3 Chewies, maybe 2.5 Chewies, because I don't know how much he'll actually be used in lineups at this point in the game. But the fact that he's free and he just has a glitchy swing gives him those 3.5 Chewies. We went over the Happy Father's Day player program, get you those 25 program stars for the 4th inning bosses, as well as we kind of went over the Conquest map a little bit to get you another 15 program stars. So from watching this video, you guys should easily be able to pick up your 40 program stars, as well as we give you 2 Chewie reviews for the Cavan Biggio and the Ken Griffey Sr. cards. Guys, you have a great Father's Day and be safe.